Welcome back, everyone. The Google Pixel 6 and the Galaxy S21 Ultra have been out for quite a bit of time now, so let's go and do a full speed comparison between them. I've yet to do it. I was going to do it at some point, but let's get into it. Now, a little bit of the specifications between them. The Google Pixel 6 has that Google Tensor chipset inside of it with 8 gigabytes of RAM, with the Samsung Galaxy S21 has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset inside of it with 8 gigs of RAM as well. So both on Android 12 right now, which is also very interesting. So let's just get into it. Let's do their phone calls app, 3, 2, 1. And I think the S21 was a little bit faster there. Let's go and get into messages, 3, 2, 1. Kind of the same thing, not a big difference. Hopping out of there. I also want you to kind of see the animations as well. Google Chrome 321. They're probably going to be on different websites, so we'll just kind of let this one slide, but I do want to load it up in the background. Let's go and get into their camera. 3, 2, 1. Pretty much the same thing. I couldn't tell a difference. Now I do want to go ahead and take a photo on night mode real quick between them. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. So they're both going to be on night mode. Let's see which one takes longer. And the S21 did finish that photo up first. The Pixel 6 did a little bit after. Now let's go and load up this photo. Now, I don't want to say this is basis for the whole entire night mode, but the Pixel 6 definitely looked a little bit better. So now let's go and hop out of here. Let's go back and just kind of look at these animations real quick. So I do kind of think that it may look a little bit smoother on the Pixel 6 here and there. Although you have a 90 Hz panel here, you have a 120 Hz panel here, but it still might look a little bit smoother here. Let's get into their Play Stores, 3, 2, 1. Almost the exact same thing. Did get a little bit of pop-up here, but pretty much the same thing for the most part. So I don't know what was going on here. So it said no internet connection. So again, we'll just kind of let this one slide for the most part. Let's go and get into their settings. 3, 2, 1. And almost the same thing as well as scrolling through here. I kind of get the same vibe. There's really not that big of a difference here. And both these ones are actually very similar. I was expecting there to be a bigger difference. So far, so good. Now let's go and get into some of these third-party applications between them. So let's get into it. Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. Now, I've had some problems here and there between these two phones, specifically with apps crashing, so I don't know if these are going to crash. I guess so. On the S21 it did actually crash. The Pixel 6 ended up going through fine, but I've had issues here where this phone crashed too. So I don't want to just say the Galaxy S21 is more like not as stable. It's really hit or miss. So that was very weird with this one. Snake vs Blocks, 3, 2, 1. I just kind of sense that it's a little bit of a smoother experience opening up the apps on the Pixel 6. As soon as you get into it, they were pretty much the same thing. Gameplay-wise, I think they're going to be roughly the same thing too, so let's go and hop out of here. Let's go and get into stack. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the Galaxy S21 was actually a little bit faster here. Got into an ad there, so let's go and hop out of this one. Let's do Twitter. 3, 2, 1. Pixel 6 was faster here. Hopping out of this one. Let's go and get into Snapchat. 3, 2, 1. Almost the same thing. There really wasn't that big of a difference. Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. Galaxy S21, I think, was the faster one there. Hopping out of that one. Let's go and get into Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. And both of them seem to be kind of stuck at the same spot. Now, there could be a network connection problem between them. So we'll just so the Pixel 6 did get into this panel first, and the Galaxy S21 a little bit after. So we'll just go and hop out of this one, but we'll keep it loaded up in the background. So the Galaxy S21, for some reason, doesn't want to let us out of it, which is very strange. Okay, we finally got out of it. That took way longer than expected. Let's go and get into Thank You. 3, 2, I don't have here. So let's get into some other applications. So that pretty much covers up a lot of the apps that I wanted to test. I think we have a pretty good idea which one is the faster one, but we do have some of these, inbuilt Google applications between both of them. So we can just kind of look at them here and there. Let's go and get into YouTube, which is the thing you're watching now. 3, 2, 1. And both have internet connection issues, like I mentioned, but you can kind of get an idea which one was supposed to be faster there. You can see my third channel right there as well. Shout out to that. You can go and get into photos. 3, 2, 1. Pretty much the same thing, not a big difference here. And I'm kind of seeing that the Galaxy S21 and the Pixel 6 are very similar to one another. There really isn't one device or one phone that's extremely faster than the other one. And I'm kind of sensing that vibe straight from the beginning with. I kind of do think that when it comes down to both of these, the Galaxy S21 and the Pixel 6 are very, very similar in terms of performance. I wouldn't really go from one phone to the other just based off the performance sector. I think there are other reasons to pick up one phone over the other. Now, they have the same amount of RAM. In my experience from testing both of them earlier, I couldn't really find that big of a difference in terms of speed, even from my original speed test that I did. And I think the big thing is the stability. It seems like both these phones kind of mess up here and there, but you can see they both loaded up the apps pretty much the same, and they're both kind of keeping the apps, pretty much the same way too in the background. So I don't really have too much to complain about. I think both these phones are great performing phones. If I had to choose one, I may choose I don't know. These ones are pretty tough, but when it comes down to the speed, they are both very similar when it comes down to it. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.